Welcome back to another episode of Building with Goose. Today, I'm going to show you how to repair and replace your kitchen faucet. Stay tuned. What's happening? It's your boy Goose, babe. You can call me Goose. First, we want to see what the situation is. Are we repairing or replacing the faucet? In my case, I'm doing both. I want to show you how to repair it because it is leaking, and then we're going to replace it because it's just ugly looking. All right. So here, it's leaking right in this area. We want to figure out how to repair this leak here. So the first thing you'll do is turn off the water. All right, so you'll get down and you'll cut off your hot and cold water, okay? So just turn the shutoffs off clockwise underneath my sink. See if it focuses. That one, that's the hot. And the cold is up here. I'm gonna cut this one off. Okay. There you're gonna come back up. So now the water's off. Cool. And you'll come here. On most faucets, there's like a little cap on this knob. So you'll come here. Sometimes these knobs, sometimes the caps are hard to come off. So you'll get a blade. I got a Husky box cutter blade. Get underneath and pop it off, okay? Set that aside, all right? Right inside here is an Allen key set screw, okay? So you'll buy yourself a set of Allen keys. So one of these Allen keys will fit this screw that's inside, right? So I believe it's the 1/8 Allen key. So I have my Allen key, stick it here. You'll feel it if it fits, and then just unscrew it. All right. And that's what's inside, holding the knob on. So you'll set that aside. All right. So now you can take the knob off. All right. Set that aside. Okay. So now you have your handle off. You have the water off. You need to get your channel locks. You need to get your channel locks, and you need to take off this rim piece here. Okay, so get your channel locks. You don't have to grip it tight. Matter of fact, some of your sinks will be decorative and you don't want to scar them up. So you'll use a rag, a paper towel, or whatever to protect the faucet. Mine is, you know, I'm replacing it anyway, so I don't care if I scratch it, but you might care if you scratch your faucet. So you'll use your channel locks, and your channel locks are gonna grip here. You're gonna grip right here with your channel lock. But if you grip here and you try to turn and it's really tight, you're gonna scrape all your paint or your finish off your faucet, okay? So use a rag, put your rag over it, and then grab the cap that you're trying to turn, okay? And then turn, right? Let me show you here. That's what you're taking off. But you're using the cloth to keep it, to protect your faucet, okay? All right, so take this one off. All right, set that aside, okay? So now you have another screw, another bolt holding your cartridge. This is your faucet cartridge, holding that in. So you'll take the same channel lock. There's grooves here to where you can grip it, okay? Take your channel lock. That wasn't tight at all either. That might be why it's leaking, because this wasn't tight. But that's another repair. So if this bolt is loose, tighten it back down, turn the water back on to see if it stops the leak. Okay, I can get you in close here. This bolt here, so it comes. Okay, so that's tightening. That's how loose it was. All right, but we're gonna loosen it up. Set this aside. And this is the reason why your faucet is leaking. And those rubber pieces underneath, sometimes those rubber pieces will go bad or even just not be there, all right? So you would take this cartridge, okay? Take it to Home Depot, all right? And show an employee and let them know you need to replace your sink cartridge. And there should be multiple sizes and configurations at the bottom, but you want yours to match. So you're gonna go find the exact same one at Home Depot. The newer ones are the blue color. It doesn't matter. Just try to match it up as perfect as you can, all right? All right, so once you get back from Home Depot, you got your new cartridge. You're just going to put everything back together again. All right. So you're going to take your cartridge, put it down beside the faucet, right? Take your bolt, put that over the cartridge. Right? Take your channel lock, screw it down. I'm not actually going to screw it all the way down because we're about to change the faucet. Take the cap, put this cap on, this cap, screw that back on, right? Get your faucet, get your handle, put that back on. Get your Allen key and the set screw that's on the end. Put that back in, and screw that back in, and then turn your water on, and then see if it stopped leaking. That should solve the issue. That's usually what the issue is, unless your faucet is leaking. The faucet itself is broken inside, then you can't repair that, you have to just replace it. But anyway, that's how you repair the leak. Usually it's that cartridge on the inside that's leaking, or it's that bolt at the top that's not tightened, and all you have to do is tighten it down, turn the water back on, and you'll be set. All right, now you know how to repair your leaking faucet. So in some cases, you can't repair it, you have to replace it. And you do that by going underneath the sink. So let's clean everything out from underneath the sink, make room so we can get a clear shot of the faucet. Okay, so now we have everything cleared out. Made some room.
I don't know what you mean by, but now we have everything cleared out.
Siri trying to mess up my video. Anyway, we have everything cleared out, made some room. Be prepared, because I don't know how your kitchen sinks look, but underneath here is usually where your roaches, your rats, and everything else be at. So have your head on a swivel. Okay, have your head on a swivel. All right, so if you have a flashlight, you're gonna need a flashlight to look up and see how your configuration of your sink is. Okay, matter of fact, let me go get some goggles. All right, so I wanted to show you how I'm fitting underneath the sink. Okay, this is not going to be comfortable. You're going to probably have to prop your head up, hold your head up the entire time. But anyway, this is how I get underneath the sink, okay? And then working like this, okay? All right. Let's get it. Ugh. Woo! Tell you that. Oh, what's happening? Y'all done made it down here before me. Okay, I see you. Y'all eager to work, ain't you? All right, okay. Okay, first, hot, cold water, turn them off. Mine are already off because of the repair we did earlier. Okay, so you're gonna come here, supply line, all right? Support the line coming in through the wall, okay? You see how this shakes? You wanna support it, because you don't want to get to cranking down on this supply line and this line breaks, okay? If this line breaks, you in some deep, I'm talking about deep, boo-boo. So make sure you know where your main cutoff is, so if anything happens, you can go cut the water off to the house and you won't cause as much damage. All right, use your crescent wrench. It's a small crescent wrench. You adjust it, open and close it, right? Adjust it to the size you need it, okay? Support this line, all right? And turn. I have water still in this line, in the faucet line, so it's dripping out. I went and got me a bucket, a bowl, just to catch the water. All right. Cool. Hot water off. Come here, do the same for the other line. Support the line. Right. All right, so we have the cold and hot water disconnected. Okay, so now we looking straight up. Okay, so we want to take this nut off of the bracket right here that's holding the sink, holding the faucet in. Okay, I have this wrench here. It's a deep faucet wrench, right? But my wrench is too big. It gets to this nut right here, but it won't turn it because it's too big. All right. So what I'm going to use in return is my small Crescent wrench. All right. So just want to come here and loosen this. We'll take this nut off. All right. You can see how rusty this bolt is and the rust coming off of it. That's why you're going to wear your goggles. So now we have the nut off. I'll take the brake off. Now I got that loose. The faucet should be ready to be pulled out. Now if this hole isn't big enough for these supply lines to come through, I'll just cut these supply lines. Okay. All right, so since I have these supply lines can't fit through the hole up here, I'm gonna have to break one of the supply lines, which is fine because I'm throwing the faucet away. You wouldn't have to do this if your supply lines were just made of this, but this sink has the copper supply lines. So if you have a pipe cutter, you can use your pipe cutter. That's the easiest way. But if you don't have a pipe cutter, I just get some channel locks. I squeeze as hard as I can on this pipe, right? And I just work it back and forth. See? Simple as that. Okay, so all of this plumber's putty to keep water from getting underneath the faucet. But now we've disconnected everything underneath the faucet, including breaking the supply lines, so we can pull this out. See, that's why I pulled those out. That's why I broke these off. Now you can come here. The air gap is held in by this little bolt here. So screw this off and it's gone. All right, trash. All right. Okay, so we cleaned it up, wiped everything in the sink, but make sure you put your stopper there because you don't want to mess up your garbage disposal. And just wipe this up whenever you finish or whenever you get the time. So, but anyway, right now, that's what we have. We have our 4 holes, and now we're about to install the soap dispenser and faucet. Okay, first, I'm going to install the soap dispenser. All right. So, screw the bolt. Place your soap dispenser down. Okay. And you're going to go underneath and attach your bolt and your gasket here onto the soap dispenser. All right, so now you install the escutcheon, okay? Place that inside. You have your cover piece. Place the cover piece on. All right. I'm not going to tighten this down just yet, okay? I want to install my faucet, all right? Line all the hoses straight down the hole, okay? So now I have my faucet in, but it's not mounted just yet, okay? So there we go. All right, so now let's go underneath and hook everything up and tighten everything down. Okay, so first we have the soap dispenser, okay? Put this on. Nut on here. Just hand tight. Okay. All right. We're gonna go to the next one. Same thing. Okay. Trying to do this with one hand. All right. Probably be faster. Use this to tighten it. All right. Take your screwdriver, and this will help tighten it down. Okay. All right, so now, since our faucet has a sprayer, right, we have to add a clamp, this clamp, and this weight to the faucet, okay? So this is the line that will be, when you pull the sprayer, this is the line that the sprayer is hooked up to. So you'll take the sprayer line and put the weight on it, okay? So you just slide the weight on. This line goes up here, and make sure your sprayer line isn't hooked around anything like pipes or anything. Make sure it's free so it can go up and down as you're using the sprayer. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's a, let's see, there's a line right here. Oh, soap dispenser in your way. Let's do this. Take this out. So this line right here is your sprayer line. This is the line that the water is going to come into your sprayer. All right. So, well, this is your supply line. So water's coming from here gonna come into this line, and this line goes up to your sprayer. So you wanna push this line onto this line. You see it? Here, you're gonna push it in, all right? Boom. So now it's in, right? You're gonna take this clamp piece, and you're gonna clamp it over the connection where they connected, okay? This is gonna keep this line secure, so it won't leak or it won't come apart, okay? So just push it on, and now these are combined now. They're connected, and they're not coming loose, okay? So you got to make sure you clamp these lines together. All right? Cool. Okay, so now we have to we have to install our supply lines, all right? So, so blue, get that, blue, cold, red, hot. Here, these blue lines, this supply line has gaskets on the inside, right? So in this case, I don't need plumber's tape. You can still use it to make sure nothing leaks, but since I have these gaskets on the inside, I should be fine. So I'm gonna take this blue line, take it over. All right, can you see? You can't see. Put it here, right? And then I'm going to screw this down, okay? Make sure the line is straight in. All right. Just hand tighten it right now. Okay, got it hand tightened. Then remember, support this line because now you're about to crank down on it. All right. Go. Good. All right, so my cold line is hooked up. I'm about to do the same with my hot. So, okay, so now we have the cold water hooked up, and we have the hot water hooked up. All right. Went ahead and turned them on. We have no leaks. All right. So let's go back up and check everything out. All right, so here we are. Water hooked up. Soap hooked up. We got soap. See if we have water. We have water. I don't know what that is. That might be for cups or something. But, okay. Have the sprayer. Now, if we didn't put the weight on the sprayer underneath the sink, if we didn't put that weight on it, this sprayer, it wouldn't have any type of ability to retract back. So make sure you put the weight on your sprayer line. Also, want to show you all this. So just like on the old faucet, here's that cap, remember? So say this faucet starts to leak, then you would come here and take this cap off. Right? And inside there you have your, just like the old faucet, you have that set screw sitting right in there. All right. So you would just take that, you would take that set screw off and find your cartridge. Find the same one at Home Depot. Find the same one at Home Depot and replace it. There you go. There you have it. Out with the old, in with the new. Yep. New faucet, new soap dispenser. We good, baby. We good. Till next time, building with Goose. Catch you later. Yeah.